here's the thing, guys. Endor raid is coming, but I want you guys to slow down and reconsider investing in the Krayt raid. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I've actually been waiting to put my take on this out. And almost everyone I'm seeing is saying, scrap the Krayt raid, let's go straight to the Endor raid. Which makes sense because rewards are moving, we are losing the third tier currency for the raids, and that is going to the new raid and not the Krayt raid. However, guys, there is a reason why you shouldn't be completely ignoring the requirements for this raid. Now, we're going to kind of split this down. So if you are a new early game player, of course it makes sense. If you haven't already invested, don't do it now. This is if you're very, very early. This is if you're in a guild that maybe isn't even doing the raid. Now, if you're someone who's in a mid-tier guild, if you're, I don't know, 4 or 5 million GP, maybe 3, and you are in a guild that is in the raid, and maybe you're pushing towards the next tier, which, guys, if you're in any of these and you're almost at this one or almost at this one, it's absolutely worth your time to invest to help your guild get there. After all, raids are a guild effort, especially now, more so than ever. But if you're in these sorts of positions, then okay, I can understand. But now let's say you're like me and we're in this position where we're not necessarily going to get this Krayt, but we are comfortably getting this one. You have to ask yourself, why would I still invest in Krayt Dragon teams? And let me explain. So guys, let's have a look at the characters. Firstly, a lot of these are key characters. For example, Beskar Mando, absolutely worth a higher relic for your executive fleet. We then have characters like the Jabba team. Guys, why wouldn't you? If you're going to go for Jabba, take the team to Relic 8. I know you guys are going to say, but Glurmit, that's crazy, this high investment. It is, but it benefits you in more than one way. And that's why you shouldn't be completely disregarding the raid. Use the raid while it's here to help fund these expenditures, right? If you do invest in the Jabba team to R8, it gives you more rewards. You're going to be getting minimum, I mean, guys, I've not done any of my rewards yet, so if we go to the personal track, you'll get 2.7 million. So we'll get around about here. That is going to be 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 220, 240. That's 260 of the third currency, which over 1 or 2 raids, that's going to be a big amount of Relic 8 materials towards you, right? It adds up over time. So guys, just bear in mind, we haven't even got a date for this. We haven't even seen any information on this. We're probably still looking at around about a couple of months, if I had to guess. Now, it may be sooner than that when Endor comes, but when you work out the amount of raids left, there's still over 30 raids left, unless they drop the new Endor raid early, which I don't think will happen. So like I said, Jabba is a prime example. Now let's say you're going for Leviathan, you know, Jedi Knight Revan the team, why wouldn't you invest in it? Then we have characters, you know, but there are some that I would say don't even worry about, like for example Jawas. Don't worry about them anymore. Maybe the second Hut Cartel team, don't worry about them. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, is don't completely disregard this, because there are some fantastic teams, and the raid in its current format may be the thing that pushes you over the edge to actually decide to invest. For example, are you someone like me who wants an excuse to do a Tusken team? Well, you can now do that with the Krayt raid. Don't completely ignore it. Go get your Tuskens up. Obviously, this is for those of you who are late game, like me, but use this as an excuse. Like you can see, I've almost got my Tuskens to Relic 7. They're on the way. Why wouldn't you use this as an excuse? Again, Jabba team. Guys, go out there. Take your Jabba team, at least 5 of them to Relic 8. It's going to benefit you so much in the long run. There is a massive difference between a Relic 8 Jabba team and a Relic 5, 6, or 7. Firstly, TB. You can use this team in territory battles, territory wars. You can use it in Grand Arena. Jabba teams are so good for mastery gains, so you're going to be seeing a lot of benefits here. Like I said before, we have like key pilots. If you guys are that invested in the executor stuff, then we're also going to have the opportunity to do BAM. Maybe you decide to go and do Cad Bane. That's quite a popular one for the Krayt raid. Use it to your advantage, guys. Seriously. Like, I'm not going to do Cad Bane personally, but I know some of you have done. Again, are you someone that doesn't have Lord Vader, but you have Maul? Why wouldn't you use this as an opportunity to invest in a Mandalorian team? It's not like, don't use this team, but it's just an example. It's not a bad team to invest in. Now, I've watched a lot of these videos that come out. I also, had similar thoughts, so I've really spent some time thinking this through. And guys, honestly, I can understand wanting to push away from the raid. I completely understand wanting to invest in the new raid. However, all I'm saying, guys, is don't completely forget about the Krayt raid, because the teams that are involved are all very, very strong teams. The raid is still here, and let's be honest, guys, like I said, if you have Jabba team at Relic 5 right now, and you bump it up to Relic 7, Relic 8, and for example, for argument's sake, guys, let's say you get, I don't know, a full Relic 5 Jabba team, right? And that's the only team you have. It would be very unlikely, but let's say that's the only team you can use. You would be looking at 1.2 million. Now, 1.2 million will take you up to here. So you'll be getting 40, 80, 120. You'll be getting about 160. So you're literally getting half of what you'll be getting if you got that 2.7. And it does add up over time, guys. It really does. Because you can use those third tier currencies to buy a lot of good gear. You can use them to buy impulses, which is what I do. You can use them to buy errors. They're very, very good, and it adds up over time. You guys will be thinking, but it's only 200-300 for one raid. What about 10 raids, or what about 20 raids, or even 30? All of a sudden, that is a lot of material that you're missing out on. And it's the same thing if you're someone like me. Why not go for that even higher tier? Because if you're someone who's getting upwards of, like, I get around about 4 to 5 million, but let's say you go all the way up to, I don't know, 8 million. That's still another 150 each raid, and then you add that on 10, and then all of a sudden you're looking at another, 1,500, and then you're looking at it just goes up and up and up. So guys, this video is just supposed to be one of those ones where you guys watch it and you're like, okay, maybe it's still worth me to invest. It may not be like the best thing in terms of efficiency. If you're free to play, I can understand not wanting to do this. But guys, honestly, I just want you to know that the Krayt raid teams are really strong. The characters are worth the investment. So while the raid's around, don't jump on the bandwagon and go, Krayt Dragon raid is done, let's just move on. Remember guys, it's a guild focused event. If your guild is close to another box, you should be investing anyway. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. My name is Glurmit, and as always guys, have a glowing day.